The fallen angel represents Lucifer's fall from heaven. The fallen angel is a painting by French artist Alexandre Cabanel that was painted in 1847 when he was just 24, and represents the devil Lucifer and his fall from heaven. In the painting, he's shown as an angel, a young handsome man who is no doubt in pain, as you can see through his eyes, the anger behind them, with a teardrop representing his pain. Lucifer later on came to become the devil, and George Lucas no doubt was inspired by this story for his development of Anakin Skywalker. In Christian theology, Lucifer was originally an angel before his fall. Lucifer was created by God and hailed as a highly exalted angel, created as a being of great beauty, wisdom, and power. The name itself, Lucifer, means light bearer, reflecting that he once held a great position of prominence in heaven. This is heavily related to the story of Anakin Skywalker. A being born by the Force itself, a parallel to God, has a similar origin story to Lucifer. He was created for the same reason, a being of great wisdom and power. Although Anakin sometimes lacked wisdom, which ultimately led to his fall, there was no doubt he had been powerful. Anakin's talents set him apart as a figure of great destiny, much like Lucifer's prominence amongst the heavenly gods. However, this elevated status also plants the seeds of pride and isolation. Anakin begins to see himself as above others, perceiving the Jedi Council's caution towards him excelling so fast as their fear against his abilities. Similarly, Lucifer's pride, his belief that he could rival God, leads to rebellion. Both figures fall prey to the corruption of their own extraordinary nature, turning their gifts into burdens. The fall of Lucifer is heavily related to Anakin's fall. Lucifer's story is closely associated with pride and rebellion. According to Isaiah 14:12-15 and Ezekiel 28:12-17, interpreted by some as references of Lucifer's fall, he had become arrogant and sought to elevate himself above God, leading to his downfall. He was cast out of heaven, becoming what is now referred to as Satan, from an angel to the adversary. This is very similar to Anakin. Anakin sought out the dark side to save his wife, but Anakin always had that deeper desire for power inside of him, a life greater than that of an ordinary Jedi. He wanted to be extraordinary, but not in its normal sense. He wanted to be extraordinary out of the extraordinary. He tells Padme that he wants more, but he knows he shouldn't. He knows inside of him that he should be happy with what he has, content with the life he's living. But deep inside of him, his arrogance and desire for power cause him to fall to the dark side and become Darth Vader. Lucifer wanted to rival God and elevate his power above his, and Anakin wanted the same. He wanted the ultimate power over life and death, not only to save Padme, but also to satisfy the desires inside of him. Anakin's fall, like Lucifer's, is rooted in hubris and temptation. Anakin's consuming fear of loss mirrors Lucifer's desire for power and control. The tragedy of both figures is that their initial desires are not inherently evil. Anakin wishes to save the ones he cares about, while Lucifer desires recognition and autonomy. Yet their inability to accept limits or trust in the wisdom of others leads to the downfall. The parallel between Anakin and Lucifer continue between a conversation between Obi-Wan and Anakin. In Isaiah 14:12-15 states, "How have you fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn? You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations." This reflects a conversation between Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar. Obi-Wan screams at Skywalker, "You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. You were the chosen one, destined to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness." George Lucas no doubt took from the story of Lucifer in the construction of Anakin Skywalker. As Darth Vader, Anakin embodies the archetype of the fallen angel. Stripped of his humanity, becomes a symbol of despair and suffering, wielding immense power but at a great personal cost. His transformation into a cyborg is also a visual representation of his spiritual fall, echoing the imagery of a once beautiful angel, now corrupted and scarred. Vader's role as the enforcer of the Empire mirrors Lucifer's depiction as Satan, the ruler of hell and tempter of humanity. Like Satan, Vader enacts his will through fear and domination, perpetuating the cycle of destruction that began with his fall. Yet beneath the armor and menace, remnants of Anakin remain. George Lucas also took aspects of the fallen angel painting in the construction of his visual depiction of Anakin Skywalker. During the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, Anakin directly takes the pose of the fallen angel. Hair flared, eyes dark and twisted, angling down, arm outstretched across his body, and no doubt full of anger. I love this comparison, and it just shows how great of a writer Lucas really is. I think Lucas directly took from the depiction of the fallen angel into how he created Anakin's overall appearance. The hair especially. Anakin's hair matches that of the fallen angel, and thus, in multiple scenes, you can see the direct comparisons. I love the shots used when Anakin is watching Palpatine and Mace fight. The transition of Anakin's facial expressions here, beginning with a face of fear, questioning in his mind what he should do. As you can tell, he decides what must happen, as his face turns to anger and determination, representing that of the fallen angel, and he's decided to turn from his path in the light, to fall from heaven to the darkness. One thing that sets Anakin apart from Lucifer is his redemption in Return of the Jedi, offering a message of hope that transcends the despair of the fallen angel archetype. Through the love and faith of his son Luke Skywalker, Anakin is reminded of his true self. The moment recalls the Christian concept of grace. Despite his sins, Anakin is given a chance to choose the light once more. This act redeems Anakin, restoring balance to the Force and completing his arc from angel to demon to redeemed soul. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know your opinions in the comments. I would love to read them, and check out my other videos.